Welcome, captains, to the P1A Shipyard. Today we'll be looking at the Dyson Science Destroyer T5X2. But before we get into the review, here's the breakdown of what we're going to be doing today in today's review. We'll first go over ship customization, the ship layout along with the consoles I am using, ship traits, bridge officer layout, the ship stats up in space, then we'll run 2 TFOs, ISA and Hive Onslaught, and then 2 patrols, wanted, and the 9th rule. And then at the end, I'll go over any final thoughts on the performance and its look of the ship. Alright, so the Solanae Dyson Science Destroyer comes with only one template. You can change the bridges. It has a unique bridge, which is very, very old because these ships have been out for a very long time. I'm still running, obviously, the Great Origin Bridge because it's so beautiful and I like using it. But the Dyson bridges are very unique, so if you want to check them out, please do so. They're an interesting design they had when they first put them in the game. For Windows, we have Dyson Windows Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, and a Type 4. We're going to keep it on Dyson. For materials, we only have so many. We have the Dyson, Elias, Montgomery, Omega, Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, Type 4, Type 5, 6, upgraded, and the veteran. I'll be honest with you, some of these designs do look very, very nice, with them being nice and sleek and updated textures, so I give Cryptic credit for that. Oops. For advanced, we do have other styles, because there are more Dyson ships. Sadly, I do not have them, but you could go through and change these how you like. If that's something you like doing, and you have the bundle from the Zen store, customize it even more. Next up, we'll look at the ship layout and the consoles I'm using and see how it handles. First up, the Solanae Dyson Destroyer is a 4-3, but it does have a tactical mode, so if you're not running tactical mode activated, you only have the 3-3. You don't have the extra slot in the front. Along with you lose a bridge officer slot, which I'll get to once we get to the bridge officer layout. It does come with a deflector, secondary deflector, and impulse warp and shields. It by default only comes with 3 device slots, but with it being upgraded to a 2x TX2, it has 2 extras, so it gets 5 in total, along with 2 additional universal console slots, which it normally does not get. For engineering, you get 3. For science, you get 4, and then tactical, you get 3. I'm running the usual stuff that you usually see me in the last build I did. We're running the dynamic power reader module, experimental power redirection. This time, though, we are running the regenerative integrity field from the Samsar cruiser, hydrogen infusion circuits, reinforced armament, and for science, we're running the titanic converter from the Low-Buy store, dynamo, simulated module, temporal discontinuing suit. And for tactical, we're running all exploiters for the crit severity and phaser damage. For the weapons themselves, we are running phaser heavy, agony dual heavy cannons. This is a little outdated. I want to use something else for cannons because there's been other stuff that's come out. But agony is a good test build, a good cannon all around to play with, and it still packs a punch, even though its proc is not as great as the new stuff that's come around, so it is nice to have. The ship does come with a Solanae heavy proton cannons. This does proton damage, so it does not take any extra stuff from the phaser damage that my other cannons and stuff will be doing. For deflector, impulse, warp, and shield, it's all the same stuff we've done before. Having secondary deflector with and then we have the elite fleet. We have elite fleet plasma integrated warp core, and we have combat engines and Tilly shields. For the aft weapons, we do have the kinetic cutting beam from the Borg reputation. This tied with the simulated module gives you a 2-piece bonus of a 2.5 chance When firing energy weapons to gain an Omega weapon amplifier for 5 seconds. Basically plus 10 weapon power, plus 500 weapon power drain resistance, and then practically no weapon cost at all, period. Then we're running another Agony turret in the back. And the Utilium Enhanced Omnidirectional Phaser Beam. That also gives us a 2-piece bonus from the reinforcement. Gives us speed tweak, basically gives us extra flight speed and firing cycle haste. For traits, it is a T5, so they do not come with their own personal space traits, nothing special. It does come with a mastery. This ship mastery comes with the enhanced particle generators, advanced shield systems, enhanced circuitry, and reactive shield technology, so it does not come with any of the special traits you get from anything else. The traits I'm running for Starship traits are running the usual: aerial wave shield hacking, emergency weapon cycle, Probat, go for the kill, which increases rapid fire duration, overpowered and overgunned, Ship of the Line for increased crit severity when using emergency power abilities, and Heart of Soul for the damage and haste it gives. For bridge officers, the ship is coming with a Commander Tactical Station, Ensign Tactical Station, Commander Science. For the Tactical Station, here the Commander and the Tactical and the Commander Science. If you're in Tactical mode, you do not get the Commander seat. It disappears, so I would not give Gravwell. But I would get the attack pattern Omega from the Commander Tactical Station. And same thing in reverse. If I have Tactical activated, I would get this ability, but I would lose Gravwell. And if I had Science, the regular normal engaged, I would get Gravwell and no Omega. So that is something to consider. It also comes with a Lieutenant Engineering and a Lieutenant Science Station. So overall, this ship's very heavy in Tactical and Science, since it is a destroyer. It's not a cruiser, so it's not as great as in tanking as it usually is. That's why I have consoles that kind of help keep me alive, some extra health when I need it. So overall in space, I mean, no, the ship looks amazing. Like, they're very unique. They haven't really put out ships anything like this since. It's the way they have the deflector, like the nacelles or angled and stuff like that, like how it all moves. Very unique to only the Solanae has. I will show you the tactical mode. So it does come with this little ability right here. If you click it, you watch, I lose my Gravwell, but I gain my attack pattern Omega. And it kind of has a little effect where 2 things come out for the extra cannons, then the centerpiece disappears. Click on it again, it deactivates, reopens up. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop into a... Well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. We got to go over the stats. What am I doing? Stats. Alright. For its hull, it has a 76,000 hull. Its shield facings are about 18,000 apiece. Resistance, as usual, is about 29%, which is pretty good. So it can tank at least most of the damage. Accuracy rating is 50. Crit chance is 31. Crit severity is 232%. Inertia is 50. Flight speed is 56, and turn rate is 5.9. So overall, with being a destroyer, it does have some good maneuverability, and it seems it can tank a good bit. It can't be crazy, but it has enough resistance to be able to do what it needs to do and get out. Along with the attack, the crit severity and crit chance and accuracy rating are pretty good, so it can definitely deal damage as long as you keep yourself facing the target. Because with dual heavy cannons, your arc is very small. It's about 45 degrees. So you need to keep them right in front of you. That being said, though, we are going to go jump into a ISA. And we're going to see how well we put it up. Alright. Time to light them up. I have no torps on this build, so it does feel very weird not having any torps.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will come out clean.
Looks like it's doing some decent damage, but I am taking a beating. Holy moly, I don't know if you saw that, but my health just disappeared. even shooting at? Where is it? Oh, it's below me. Whoops. As you can see, it can still do a lot of damage for it being a T5 ship. We are just munching through this stuff. Ow, 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 ow. But we are very squishy. We are very squishy. We gotta be very careful. They like me very much. Come on, little destroyer, beat him up. Beat up the cube. There we go. Alright, let's see how she handled against this stuff. Doing pretty good damage for it being a T5. I mean, look how quickly that stuff got worn down.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim
Activate that, because she is going to definitely probably be activating a feedback pulse. And there it is. Feedback pulse is a nasty, nasty little ability this queen has, and it's annoying. Can I respawn, please?
the end.
I took some auxiliary damage. Good thing I carry parts with me. There we go. Oh, what the? Ship's doing a special ability. Take our marks. My queue is for an ISA. A little too close, that's alright. That little bit. Yeah. Beat up this board. Ow, what is hitting me? They really like me for some reason. They really like chewing on me the most. Ooh, look at that damage output. Cannons are insane. Kill these guys so they can't go over and destroy the other stuff. Activate our big heal. Let's get moving. I'm not gonna die again, not on my watch. Alright. Let's light them up. Ow. Why do I keep taking his other systems damage? Why is it the same thing over and over? I'm gonna come back and beat this thing up. I want revenge. This gateway's gonna get beaten. Get stupid gateway. see, it's not very tanky. It's very squishy. Very squishy. They can do some decent damage. It's crazy. Time to kill some Kazon. You guys ain't gonna like me when I'm done with you. And they're dead.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us.
I would hope so.
Let's go over them. Their claws might come out of hiding.
Just the sheer damage.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them. Whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
I think you will. Bye, Mr. Carrier, you're dead.
You will stand down. Surrender.
I'm not even moving.
Sensors are picking up small habitations under the atmosphere. Possibly a temporary hideout.
And one's dead. No, you don't. Stop lying. Taste the fury of my cannons.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably I'm taking you with me.
No, you're not. I'm taking you to a magical place called Death. And now you're disabled. You're dead.
Excellent work.
Ah, man, cannons are nasty. Especially on destroyers. The sheer carnage is everywhere.
We have the suspect in custody now, and we all.
Alright, let's depart. And last up is Ninth Rule. And that will be practically it for today's review.
Looks like there was a fight.
Want the combat origin. The tactical mode is not off cooldown. That's lovely.
Leave enough of their ships for salvage.
Okay, I'd rather just use probably rapid fire anyway. Oh, Mokai. That means they're gonna use that stupid impulse burst crap. They're just getting hammered right out of spawn. That's just terrible. It's on advanced too.
Well, there's the.
Time to go beat up some more.
Unless you want to be our next hunt, you'll beam over those spores.
not be a dead. How's that hunt going for you? How are you taking so much little damage? There we go. Ooh, you just get pushed. Speed. Back to beam. Now for the fun part.
Napoleon Queen Honey. One spoonful grants immortality.
Yeah, try running away from the grapple. Let me know how that works out for you. My approval worth the hunt now? Alright, get all grouped up again. I need you all grouped up. I'm out of tractor beams. Holy crap. What was that? Yep. This ship is squishy. Not made for danking. Respawn, please. Thank you. That's what's missing. There we go. Yeah, this ship is not very, it's very squishy, guys. Very squishy. Be prepared. Not made for tanking.
Well fought, moderate.
Alright, let's warp back out. Alright, captains. Final thoughts on the ship. It is a very nice ship to have. It is a very fun ship to use too. Just because it's unique in the way it works. With tactical mode and all that fun stuff. As we did notice, it is not a tank at all. Like, you are very squishy compared to everything around you, and you will just get nuked regardless. So if you're gonna run this ship, make sure you take precaution in the way you play it, because if you go flying in with all the threat, you are going to die very, very fast. As I just demonstrated, it is not a fun time when you're the main person creating all the threat and the aggro, so you get soaked up with all the damage and you can't handle it. Overall, the ship is a very good DPS run, especially with cannons. This thing's nasty, because you can get a turn pretty quick and get all that fun stuff. Pre-dumpster seating is nice and kind of spread out for science and tactical, not very much for engineering, but it still has it, just in case you need it. So overall, I think this ship is very good. Glass cannon, I would say. It's a good glass cannon. As long as you don't get hit, you can hammer stuff easily. So with that being said, that's it for today's Priority 1 Shipyard. I thank you all for joining me on today's review. Wish you all have a great day, and I'll see you all among the stars.